So we're not in a hurry to build the stock exchange, although we can. We've got at least a couple of commercial zones, and I think at least a couple of places that have banks. I think we actually stole them from some area. So we got places that can be built. The big thing with getting that was it heads us towards replaceable parts, which is going to be huge. We're not going to be using a CB to declare war, so we're not going to get to boost the nationalism, because we're going to be using surprise wars if we do anything. Because we have some industrial zones. Yeah, anyway, I guess I have to check. Can I even get you yet, James Watt? No, you're still at 5790. But I think we're going to keep a definite eye on that. We only get 2 points per turn right now, so it actually is not that likely that we'll get it. Jezagaya, you are going to build an armory, because we really want to get up to military academies, and it's a production boost along the way, so that's fine. Although more powerful walls do make some amount of sense. Okay, so here's an example. Roibus has an industrial zone without a workshop. So if we get James Watt, we'll probably want to use him there. So in the meantime, it means I'm not going to be building that. And what am I going to be building instead? Do we get some more builders? Do I start on some sort of new district? I think what we do here actually is we maybe build some units. I think we start building some field cannons, and we start to migrate over that way. You're going to lumber mill that site. You may as well use, well, I guess I'll move some and then use your promotion. Move to here, promote. Bonus versus naval units is going to be fine. Although there's something to be said about the extra movement speed on my scouting unit. You can go ahead and rest and repair, and then we'll send you out. And you over here, that is such a funny little city. Such a funny little city. It's probably going for the Niter. Which I could... I can't actually buy the tile, but I could pinch this off right over here. I don't know if we want to spend the money doing that, and it's actually quite a bit of cash. Well, 360 to buy that, so no. It's okay, we'll mostly just burn the city down later. You can go be auto-explorer. There's some more land over there. So nothing going on here yet. Our military strength keeps going... Well, it's been pretty steady, but so is ours. Although, in truth, our defensive situation's gotten much, much, much stronger. So we'll build a paradise here. And then we'll start going farm happy. I'm dropping in amenities. I don't know if that's true. Cities, I don't see any city warning signs for amenities. Okay, we've got one here. So Jezagaya. No, that's food. And then housing. Jezagaya doesn't have enough food? Oh, it was set on production focus. I should probably switch away from that. Silver Maddie may as well go right to the military academy. Again, more production. More housing, too, which is nice. And then we'll be able to start creating cores. Once we get the tech, which is in 4 turns. There's a field cannon, so we're going to put you adjacent to another field cannon to be ready to core up soon, which is going to be great. And come over here. You are going to go and lumber mill that. Sumerian settler alert. Which one? This one? Or is there another one? Because this one hasn't moved in 1,000 years. He's been completely static. I don't see another one at a glance. Doesn't mean there isn't another one. Definitely mine this, because we need some extra production over here. And you are going to come over here and... Right. So there's that bug, where you see districts in the middle of nowhere. I'll put you back on Auto Explorer here. Random Slinger. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we will need some more amenities, because right now a lot of our cities are balanced for it. It would be nice to get positive, and as they grow, they're going to need more. Go and bop him. Thank you. Zanfino, this poor little city that's got nothing. It does have an aqueduct, finally, so it's got some amount of housing, because it didn't for a long, long time. This actually might be a good spot to build maybe an entertainment district. Zanfino's never going to do that much. Well, it is going to get big. And if I were to buy tiles over here, it could actually get a few decent districts, but it's going to take a lot of money. Let's take a look at one of our custom lenses here for the 6-city overlap, or the 6-tile overlap zones. So this tile right over here overlaps 5 cities. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It reaches my capital. Wow. So an entertainment zone right there, for example, would be excellent. Or an industrial zone. But it's not a really good spot for an industrial zone. So I will go and put an entertainment complex right there. So that eventually we can get the +1 overlap. And that's going to be Zamfino's contribution to the world. It's going to be very slow production. But that's okay. We don't have all the text now anyway. I'm going to go and lumber mill that up. You're going to stay parked there until we've got our cores. North of the... Yes, there's a barbarian encampment over here. I'd noticed, because that's where the ships were coming from. So the idea is my musket's slowly going to make his way over there. We may as well go ahead and get the fish. Oh, hello! It's an honor to meet you! That's right, I forgot. I loaded this game with, like, all the super aggressive civs. And it is actually nice that we didn't start next to the Aztecs, because it feels more appropriate that they're overseas, you know? From our perspective. That actually works out really, really nice. I like that very much. I like that very much. So yeah, I was going to say, next time we can switch this, we're probably going to have to switch to professional army when nationalism kicks in, because we're going to want to upgrade our muskets to the infantry. We don't have a ton of money, but hopefully we could do at least one. Oh, someone's spying against us. Ah. I'm kind of done doing some improvements over here, which is nice to see. Do we lumber mill this, or do we chop it? I think the answer is we lumber mill this and make sure it belongs to Zamfino. Zamfino has light on production. It's got some here and there, but it's pretty light on production. So I think we're going to lumber mill it for Zamfino. That's going to be okay. You're not really hurt. You can move up to this barbarian encampment now. That's going to be fine. Ooh, that would have been a good spot for a Petra, huh? Huh, you guys? Hey, Alexander, how's it going, buddy? That's some interesting nipple plate you've got going on there. Doesn't he kind of look like Justin Trudeau? Not so much in this shot, but the other angle. There's something about the expression. Let's just change information on our capitals. We're going to have to blow up this quadrime here. So you're going to go and hook up this fish. Cameron's coming in. Oh! She's starting to run some anti-tank crew. And we don't have cavalry, so that doesn't matter from that aspect, but it is a very high-tech unit. So it still counts from another angle. It would be nice to make sure we've got a ton of banks, markets, banks, and now stock exchanges, because the passive gold gain is huge. The bombard core over here is a little bit scary. There can be a lot of bombard damage in places where we don't have walls here. Although it's nationalism that gives you... No, that's not the one that gives you the free walls everywhere. Bam. So if we're talking about building a district here, I should go and chop that. And I will do so. Still amazing. Like, Scythia is the only one with, like, crazy amount of military tech power. Move around. She's got frigates over here, but we don't really have coastal cities over there. You would like one of my silks, one of my cocoa in exchange for some coffee, and money. That seems fine. I accept. This is awkward. That's another Scythian city over here. Means I can't sail ships through here very conveniently. But that's alright. We'll deal with it later. Alright, Calgu's holy site is fixed. Still doesn't have any holy buildings in it. Its housing is pretty close to capped. I think it makes sense for us to get a granary going for the extra housing. Because we don't get any in the shrines or the temples or anything like that. You move north. And get your swing back over here because there's a chance there's some more ships. Okay. No. I don't suppose, since you guys don't really hate me yet. Well, a little bit. We need to save our money for the upgrades, but I was going to say, can we get some deals going on? I would like your ivory. Oh, you would trade 1 for 1. Really? And your mercury. Would you throw in any gold? You'd throw in, like, literally all your gold. There you go. Let's get a couple of new luxury resources here. And Alex. No, you don't have anything to trade. Okay, that's fine. So, amenities-wise, 4 of 3. We're now happy over here. Excellent. There should be quite a few of our cities that are happy now. Yeah, it's clearly not Pangaea. I thought I had set it to Pangaea, but it is clearly continents. It must be. It must be. It's the only possible option, but it was supposed to be Pangaea for lots and lots of, like, combat and action. That's right. So yeah, the what game should be tweaked. It is nationalism which is my responsibility. Okay. The other way around. So obviously, all right. I'm gonna get rid of bastions. I want professional army because I'm hoping to at least upgrade one of my muskets. Although I don't have that much money. Maybe I don't bother with professional army. I'm wondering if I go Grand Army. Production of industrial and modern era melee and ranged units, of which the riflemen should satisfy that. Veterancy is still important. We're doing a lot of building, and I don't think I can get rid of conscription because I'll run low on money. I mean, we're not building these units yet. Well, that's not true. We're building some. We're building field cannons and stuff, which are presumably industrial, although I'm actually not sure about that. Let me cancel this. So, infantry is modern. The question is, field cannons, yes, they are industrial. So we'd get a boost to that production. Since I don't have much in the way of money, I think what we do is we get rid of bastions and we pick up Grand Army instead. And we ignore professional army for now, because we can't really do much upgrading right this moment anyway. We still need serfdom because we have some builders, although we're very, very much nearing the end of that. Rationalism is still good for us. What about native conquest? Yeah, when the war starts, it would also be quite nice because she does have a lot of obsolete units, but right now it wouldn't be worth the slot. I don't think. It would be nice to generate some great generals, but I think we can wait on that. I always do love the Bolshoi. Triangular trade. We need to unlock triangular trade. Also, the camp getting +1 production is great. Any chance we can get a great merchant and boost this? No, not really. We can't faith buy anyone right now. That's okay. We did meet a new city-state. What's your mission? Recruit a great musician. So yes, right. So I'm going to chop this because we're going to be putting a thing there. That's going to get us another builder, which is fine. I think I'm going to start on the industrial zone. I think that's going to be quite good. And over here, you're going to lumber mill that. How's your housing situation? 6 of 8, which means we can go ahead and chop this rainforest down. Boom, and get the full benefit. I mean, assuming I'm understanding that correctly, but I think I am. You can go back to auto-exploring. Find a goody hut. I think I have to go and clear out the barbarian encampment first, but then I'll try to remember to send them over to the goody hut. Popping out a couple of explorers would also be quite nice. A couple of scouts. Oh, plan the commercial hub. Yeah, that's a good point. That way we can lock in the cost. Boom. Swap, and then swap back. But do the industrial zone first. And then I can get rid of the map pin as well. Which it does let me do between turns. Well, that's nice. At least there's something. Commerce is so dangerous. Oh, right, so I can start assembling cores now, and I should do that before the war actually starts. So, welcome to the modern era. Form core. No, go away. Boom. And form core. Actually, cancel. You form core here. And there's another bombard over there. Musket. We have... Oh, hold on. You can just form from this guy. That's going to be okay. We got a boost towards mobilization, which is really, really important and powerful. We'll find out what the upgrade cost for this guy is after. If we're going to build any scout-type units, it might be worth just... Well, I mean, we're going to have to unlock this at some point. Let's do it now. Yeah, let's unlock rifling now, and then we'll build a couple of rangers rather than building scouts. I like that. Oh, we need to get some mines up here adjacent to this industrial zone. We are going to just, I think, farm the heck out of Zamfino. Although, if we can put a paradise over here, yeah, I'm going to do that. Over here we did a chop, and then we can do something as tile. I could put down a paradise. Yeah, okay. Paradise here is fine. And then we'll build a lot of farms over here, and that's going to be okay. Our roads got upgraded. We got some new quests. Trigger inspiration for nuclear program. Trigger inspiration for conservation. City here is fine. I mean, we should send a builder over here sooner rather than later as well. Our core is better for offensive wars than two separate armies. Yeah, so at first I wasn't too terribly impressed by the cores because they don't give that big of a combat strength. I mean, you're going from 2 units, getting the strength and hit points of 2, to only having 1 unit that's slightly more powerful. But it turns out that the way that the combat is resolved, it is substantial. Also, it is quite difficult to have a lot of armies, a lot of units fighting simultaneously. So having fewer but more powerful units is much, much better. So I'm 100% sold. Cores and armies have been fantastic in the past, and I do definitely prioritize them when they become available. We're going to get some farms going here. And we're going to get more farms there soon. And over here... Actually, this would have been a place for the industrial zone, I'm realizing. Although, it would have been taken a little longer to get there. This, I'm still happy with this. It's fine. So, how many settler or builders do we still have building? Okay, when mercantilism kicks in, I think we're going to swap out of serfdom. Yep. And then we can take our great scientist or great engineer points or something again. Mine, giving +1 production by industrial zone. Just farm. Okay, we've only seen the 1 anti-tank crew so far, which is good. What's the combat strength of an anti-tank crew? 70. God, that is really strong. And our infantry is also 70, but we're going to get a bonus versus anti-cavalry units, which is great. Although we ourselves may really want to have chemistry because we can counter a lot of her units. We also might be really tempted to unlock flight because our cities are so tight together. We've already got the boost to it. Leads toward radio to unlock aluminium to get a big production boost. It'd be nice to get the boost towards industrialization. Yeah, I think I'm happy with going to rifling. We could then go ahead and maybe build a coal mine. So to reveal coal would be over here. 3 workshops. I think we will go for industrialization. We need to get square rigging for that first. Okay, that works out. And I don't know if we'll finish the workshops in time. It might be just a direct research. We'll see. Why not reveal oil with steel tech? Well, because first of all, 2 things. 1, technically, we've already revealed oil. We used a great person to theoretically reveal oil for us, except it didn't seem to work, which is kind of disappointing, or we don't have any. But the idea is reveal coal first, then build a coal mine, then you get the boost towards steel, was sort of the idea there. Going on stuff is good, but I think what we need to do is just pump out 1,000,000 units of infantry. Even though we can't build cores directly over here. Because we're going to have to win the war against Thomas at some point. And so maybe we'll start working on that. Money. Faith is getting higher. We're actually right on the cusp of being able to get Alfred Nobel. He's odd, though. He only Eureka's one thing, and then gives you 20 great people points towards recruiting all current and future. Is it 20 per month? Like, per turn? As opposed to just 20 fixed? I mean, it must be. Or does it just start you off with 20 in progress on everyone? Therefore, saving you a couple turns on everyone going forward. Yeah, the engineer is very good. I love the engineer, and we're getting really close to him. Gorgo declared war on Alexander. Okay, that's fine. I assume it's not 20 per tick. Civ 6, Alfred Nobel. Let's see if the wiki has any information. Applies 20 free great people points. I mean, it must be just a one-shot. Like, it starts you a little closer. As of the fall patch, his effect gives 20 great people points once, and not per turn. Which also doesn't seem to scale with difficulty or game speed, which sounds like it's stupid. So it sounds like Alfred Nobel is terrible, and we're not going to actually want him. Well, that's really disappointing. Yeah, start 20 each time. Yeah, that's kind of crap. Notification says 9, Twitch UI says 3. Java, yeah, it's almost like every now and again Twitch has some weird issues, and doesn't make sense. I know, it's shocking to consider. Yeah, what a nerfing on Nobel. Yeah, that's... And I mean, he should not be nerfed. If you're going to nerf him like that, you got to give him at least 2 Eurekas. 1 Eureka is not worth it. I mean, not worth spending faith on. I'd much prefer getting James. What? So workshop here. If we did get Watt, we could get another free workshop somewhere else. I'm getting close to our 3rd then. You're very housing capped. We could go ahead and build the granary just to give you a little bit more space so you could work more tiles. And I think that would actually be the most valuable thing we can do. Although, oh, he's got a workshop available here too. So 24 turns. Yeah, we're gonna queue up some of those. James Watt will be used at some point. We'll definitely end up with stuff. I think we've got someone coming over here. So I'm gonna actually make you move southwards. I'd love to build a farm here if this guy could get out of my way. We're going to finish this off. Excellent job. We're then going to tell you to go to... Where did we find the goody hut? Is it right there? Tribal village. Excellent. Go and do that. So we don't have any envoys. We've got some amount of money. Oh, that's right. That's what I was going to check. Is you... How much does it cost to upgrade you? So it'll be 440 with professional army. So we could upgrade you, and we will want to do that. Are there any other good mergers going on now? Not at this time. Might want to reposition some of our stuff, but I mean, I could core these guys, but I'm hoping to preserve their XP and just like get some unleveled up dudes. I suppose it might not be a bad idea to have this pikeman join that pikeman over there. This mountain is making it so that we can't just shortcut through this. I think it's worth doing that. We may have to build some more units over here, but at least we have the encampment now to really slow things down and give us the opportunity to respond and react. We get open borders with Sumeria, although he hates me, so that's probably not in the cards.